Alright guys, here's what's on the bench today. A Brian Moore guitar. So it's not a Brian May. Brian Moore. This is a customer's guitar in for a restring. Crafted in Seoul, South Korea. The little stuff that I do know about these guitars is most of them were made back in the 1990s. And that's about it. It's got a really cool little, the output jack is in the back right here, which is kind of a cool design. And they're neat. It's got Seymour Duncans in it. Three-way switch. Volume and tone. Brian Moore guitars. Leave me some comment, guys, if you heard these. If you know anything about it, share some of your experiences there with us. So looking at the locking tuners back here, I'm seeing two of them are Spurzels that are stamped Spurzels that are chrome. And the other four are just some sort of brushed steel looking, maybe aluminum, sort of strange that you would see 4 and 2. But yeah, Brian Moore guitars, kind of a strange thing. So the first thing I'm doing here is, before I rip these strings off of it, I'm noticing that the saddles are all just sort of straight, kind of straight across. So I'm just sort of checking intonation on this thing a little bit. And that one seems flat. I guess the A string looks good, or D string. G string. I guess it looks good. So there you go. Really neat guitar, though. I've never seen one, so I thought it'd be neat to kind of share this with you. It actually says Seoul, crafted in Seoul, Korea. Handcrafted. Alright. It's in for a restring. Let's clean the neck, the fretboard, and let's put some new strings on it. So here we go. Locking tuners should make it quick and easy. Oh, I can feel so much dirt under these strings. It's definitely due for a restring. Yeah, so if you guys got some stories about these guitars, if you've ever seen them, leave me some comments. Love reading the comments. I usually read every comment that comes in. Okay, let me see if I can sneak these out the back. There we go, 6 of them, just like that. It's got a nice thin neck, kind of feels like an Ibanez neck. Okay, so right here, let's just, woo, baby, he's got a good grip. Whoever tightened that one. Oh, dang. Okay. Some of those are hard to turn. Some are easy to turn. And then the strings should just pull right out. Okay. Nice. Okay. All right. Then, like I do with every guitar, let's take my 10mm and snug these tuners down a little bit. And these are a little bit bigger, so let's see. Oh, this is the one time where my wrench doesn't fit on there. The one time. Well, then we'll just try a 12. Ooh, they feel tight. I'm not sure I'm in love with these tuners. There we go. Nice and tight. All right. All right, let's clean the frets a little bit here. It's got some signs of wear on some of these frets. I'm just going to try to shine this thing up a little bit. Shine it up. And I'm going to try to get whatever possible rust might be on these, even though these are probably pretty rust-free. Okay, so let's look at the neck here. Now here's one thing that I've just discovered. The truss rod adjustment is in the heel. So how do you get in there to adjust that? Well, gotta take the neck off. Okay? Not the funnest thing to do. It's not hard, but let's take a look at the neck and see if we've got any relief. It looks pretty darn, a little bit of relief. See, now if I go in there and snug that truss rod down a little bit, we could definitely lower the action on this guitar, but then there's that chance that it's going to, your action's going to be too low and it'll start to fret out a little bit. And then you'll have to pull the neck off again. So because of that, I'm going to leave that neck right where it's at. This guitar doesn't have a back plate on it. Probably wouldn't be hard. It's not hard to do it. But I don't think that it's going to make that much of a difference on just a basic restring here. So let's clean the fretboard. Because right now, again, that neck looks pretty darn straight. Just a little bit of relief in it. But I was looking at the neck without any string tension on it, so there is that. Maybe I'm going to talk myself into taking that neck off. Maybe I should do it. Tighten that, snug it just that little bit. See, these are customers' guitars. This one is. Most of my videos that I make when I restring a guitar, a large percent of them are customers' guitars. And now the customer, he can say, I wonder what that guy did to my guitar when I had it in there for a restring. Well, he can watch the video and he can see exactly what I did to his guitar. And so if he watches this video and he's like, well, that guy never took the neck off to make that little tiny adjustment, is he going to be mad about that? Or is he going to be glad that I didn't get in there and actually pull the neck off of this thing? Because I know that there's some people that are like, oh my God, don't pull the neck off. I mean, even Joe Bonamassa doesn't like when guys come in and pull necks off of guitars. He'd rather not know what the date codes are and different things like that. So, well, because of that, I'm not pulling the neck off. We're going to have to just see what we can do. See how it plays. Alright. Okay, got some F1 oil on there. Let me hit it with a nice cloth. And just to let you guys know, if you're local, Phoenix, I'm right here in Mesa, Arizona. If you're local to Phoenix and you want me to restring your guitar, bring it on in. If you want it to be in a video, just let me know. If it's a guitar that I think is interesting, like this one, it's a different brand, something that you don't see every day, something that the viewers might be interested in seeing, right? Makes for a good video. Don't ship me stuff, guys. If you're in Tennessee or someplace, Florida, don't ship a guitar for a video. But if you're in Phoenix or you happen to be in the neighborhood, bring it on in. Okay, now there's some fretware. Let's get in and take a look at this fretware that is going on here. Alright, let's see where we're at now. A little bit on the low E string was kind of digging in a little bit right here. And then, of course, the first 3 or 4 frets under the B string, the G string, you can see that a level and a crown, you know, it's getting very close to needing that. So the owner of this thing, he loves this guitar. I can tell by the amount of wear that we've got on these couple of frets. He plays this thing. And so I like to see that. I like to see guitar players. And last month, you know, I did a video and I announced that I'm putting together a shred collaboration. And I'm hoping that you guys will participate in my shred A minor pentatonic scale shred collaboration. We have until the end of February to get your video together. There's a backing track. Just play along with the backing track. You know, record it on your cell phone, or if you've got a nice studio, make me a nice recording. As of right now, I don't have enough participants to actually make the video. So I need more participants, guys. So get after it. Get those videos made. Email them back to me. And let's get this shred collaboration video together. I mean, Jared Dines can do it. Why can't we do it, right? But I need you guys to participate because I don't have enough participants right now. All right, let's get some strings on this thing. Today's string choice. Today's string choice. Regular Slinky 10 through 46 Ernie Ball custom gauge nickel wound guitar strings. The world's #1 electric guitar string for over 60 years. I'm reading the package, guys, right? Straight out of Coachella, California headquarters. Southern California. Fun place to visit. Not sure I'd want to live there. Fun place to visit, though. I honestly probably go to LA, you know, 2-3 times a year, most years. I'm always in LA. Okay, there you go. And then again, back here on the back, we just gotta snug these babies down. There we go. Nice and tight. Super easy. Okay, so let's open up the guitar vault and see what we've got inside there today. Alright, so I'm going to move this customer's Brian Moore out of the way because I actually have a Brian Moore in the shop that is up for sale. So what we're looking at here is a 7-string. It's got the Seymour Duncans in it. Brian May 7-string. It's got this, I can see a nice 1, 2, 3-piece maple Seoul, Korea. And on the back, it's got a little local sticker, Monty's Music, way up on 48th Street and Greenway in Scottsdale, Arizona. Ooh, that's the Ritchie neighborhood around here. Scottsdale. And, yeah, I have one for sale. It's got strap locks on it. It's not going to lay flat on here. But it's a used guitar. It's dusty. Maybe I could do a restring video on this thing. The strings, I don't feel any dirt under them. Maybe a little bit. I mean, it can always use a restring, right? But there is a Brian Moore down here in case any of you guys are interested. Now let's get back and finish that other guitar. All right. Let's tune this baby up. Bring it up to standard 440 tuning. It's got a real thin neck on it. It's got a lot of distance from the nut to the first fret. You gotta kind of press down kind of far. I think the nut could be cut better. It looks like it's mounted and it's in there nicely. It's just there's a lot of height right there. So that could be part of our setup issue. Let's check the tuning, stretch these strings out a little bit. Yeah, I think that we should probably do a little bit of filing on that nut to lower the string height just a little bit. I think I might have to call my customer back and recommend that we file that nut down a little bit. Check the tuning again. 10 gauge strings to me feel a little bit heavy. Not my favorites. Okay, we're gonna check the neck again. Yeah, and there is some relief in that neck. I think I gotta pull the neck and tighten the truss rod. See, that's just how it goes. Everything is quick and easy and super easy most of the time. But then, you know, you find out a few things. Let's go for it. Gotta pull the neck. I'm just gonna loosen the strings. All right. Here we go. So I'm going to lay the guitar flat on its face. Put a nice little rag under it to keep it from scratching. Gonna get my drill. And we're gonna lift the neck off of here. Tighten that truss rod. Didn't want to do it. But it has to be done. Okay, let's see now. Nice and easy, there we go. Gonna let that lay right there. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm gonna tighten it. Oh! Right there. That's all I'm gonna do. You've got a little, down here in the pocket, we've got a little November 10th or something down in there. Okay. Let's throw the neck back on it. Carefully. Okay. Good. Super easy, like holding a keg of beer over your head.
Oh, it's super easy for me.
Did I screw it up? I did not. It looks good. Let's do this one more thing. Lay it back down there like that. And we'll take my Phillips screwdriver and we'll just snug these babies down. It is scary to take the drill to it. I know that. I see some comments once in a while. Dude, don't use a drill, but most guys just use a drill. Okay. Now, let's tune this girl back to pitch. And see what we're looking at. It didn't take that long. This video is in real time. You saw exactly how long it took me. You guys saw exactly how long it took me to do that. Back to 440, standard tuning. All right. Now let's look again at our neck relief and see what we're looking at. There's still a little bit, but it's closer. I could have snugged it even more, but I didn't want to go crazy on this thing, because then we might get some fret buzz. Okay, so our second fret under our G string is buzzing. And I believe that's because of the fret wear. You guys hear that? That's unfortunate. But I've already called my customer and he's coming in later today. So I have two options here. I could call him back and say, hey, we've got fret buzz because it needs a level and crown. Or I could wait for him to come back in and then show him what I'm talking about. All right. So it's done for now. I'm not 100% completely happy with how it turned out, because we've got one string that's buzzing at the second fret and I can hear it, and so again that fret, it needs a level and a crown. We'll see what our customer says, and maybe there'll be a part 2 video of me doing that, but part 2 videos aren't the best idea in the YouTube world. Nobody watches the part 2. But we'll see what happens. It plays better, but again, it buzzes right here. So we'll see what he says. Yeah, it's kind of a drag. But you know, you have your good days. You got your bad days. But we'll get it figured out. Okay? You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Leave me some comments, okay? Leave comments. Thank you guys. Go buy a guitar.